simplify this. This one is so this one, the numerator is simply p plus r p plus q, p plus q. So if you multiply this and this, it will give you this one. And the denominator, we will see, look at this one, p cube. We have p, we can group them into 2. We can group this one into 2, so that now we have p cube minus p cube square. We can group them like this, p square q minus q, like this. And then here, what is common here? You can see that p is common, so p into p square minus q square plus what is common here? Q is common, so q into p square minus q square. Q times q square is q3. So we are in the denominator. We can now group them. You see this one and this one, they are the same. So it is p plus q, and then you pick one of these, which is p square minus q square. But you know that p square minus q square is a difference of 2 square, which is simply the same as p minus q, p plus q. So this, if you multiply this one, you get this one. This is a difference of two squares. That's a difference of 2 squares. So now we have the denominator. Our final denominator is, remember we had this one times this, so we are going to have, so the numerator is p plus q divided by this p plus q, and then times this, but this one is the same as this, which is p plus q, p minus q. So p, this and this will resolve, and then we will have 1 over p minus q as the final answer. The external length, width and height of an open rectangular container is 41 centimeter, that respectively. The thickness of the material making the container is 5 millimeters. If the container has 8 liters of water, calculate the internal height above the water level. So we have been told from here up to here is 41 centimeters, which is the same as 410 millimeters. I want to make the uniform for this one. So from here up to here, the height is 21, so that is 200 and the height, the width is this one, which is 21.0 centimeters, and the height is 15, so that one is times 5, that's 155 millimeters. It will be 155 millimeters. So if the space from here up to here is 5 millimeters, from here up to here is 5 millimeters. So tunataka the measurement for the container itself, because this space here is just a metal that is making this. So the container is this one. This is the hole which is going to hold the water. So this is 410, so here is 5 and there's another 5 here, so that is, so this one is going to be 400 millimeters. So kutoka hapa ni 400 millimeters. Nimetoa 10 kwa sababu kutoka hapa ni 5 na kutoka hapa ni 5. Hapo umeona vizuri. Width kutoka hapa mpaka hiyo ni kutoka hapa hivi. Hivi. So kwenda huku the same. Kama kutoka hapa mpaka hapa ni 210, hapa ndani itaenda kwa 200. Unaona hivyo? So the width ya ndani ni 900. The height ya ndani inaenda kwa 150. It is 155 minus 5, which is going to be 150. So from here up to here, the container inside will contain 150, kwa sababu container height ni moja tu utatoa, au utatoa both hatu kwenda huko, height ni moja. So the height is going to be 150 millimeters. I hope you are following. So the volume, so total volume of the container will be 400 times 200 times height, which is 150. But this one is in millimeters, so we can convert this one to be 40 times 200 times 15, and it is going to give us volume in centimeters cube. So the volume of this will contain 40 times 200, 200, it was 200, that is 20 now, 20 centimeters, times 15. This one will give us 12,000 centimeters cube. So maji yote yenye iko hapo kwa inajaa kwa hii container ni 12,000 centimeters cube. Lakini tumeambiwa already iko na maji 8 liters. 8 liters, that is, so water in the container is equal to 8,000 centimeters cube, because we know 1,000 centimeters cube is equal to 1 liter, so we have converted 8 liters to centimeters cube. The next thing now we want to know what amount of water that is remaining to be full. Kama inajaa na 12,000, already iko na 8,000, so remaining to be full equal to 12,000 minus 8,000. So hiyo itatupea 4,000 centimeters cube. Sawa? So tunaulizwa calculate the internal height above the water. Hiyo yenye imebaki sasa, maji yenye imebaki ijae ni hii. Hiyo ndio tunataka. So height will repeat the volume divided by the length and the width, which is 40 times 20. And this one will give us 5 centimeters. That is the height. The figure below shows a net of a solid. Below is part of the sketch of the solid whose net is shown above. Complete the sketch of the solid showing the hidden edges with broken lines. So we want now to draw this sketch, this one. Because I want the length to be exact, so what I will do, I want to measure, because I know there is another broken line here like this, so you can use your pair of compass like this, measure this distance and measure the same distance here, you mark it there. There will be this line from here up to here, from here up to here, so you can make that so that now you have the exact figure. So you can stand here and then mark there. So you know now there is that line that is going to be like this. But before that, let us draw this one. There is another one here. There is this one here. We know this one is from here up to here. So we are going to have another one from here up to somewhere there. But the length from here up to here is going to be the same here, right? So now you will join this one with that, join this one like that, and then join this one should be dotted because it is inside there. So join this one, dotted from here up to here, dotted. From here up to here should be dotted. right? And then this and this should be dotted. Very good. And your figure is now there. You are done. Given OA as this, OB as that, find the magnitude of AB to 1 decimal place. So before you get the magnitude, you must get AB first. This is a position vector. A position vector must begin from origin. So we have like this. This is O and this is AB. But A is 2, OA is 2, 3. B is 3, -2. So now we want AB. We know AB is equal to AB is equal to AB is equal to AO, or AO plus OB. But now this arrow goes like this, so we are coming back there. Against this arrow, it is going to be negative, so we are going to have -2, -3 plus 3, -2. And this one finally will give us, this will be 1, and -3, -2, that's -5. So AB is 1, -5. That is now AB. But we want now to get AB modulus, that is the magnitude. The magnitude is given by the square root of x squared plus y squared, right? Our x value is 1, our y value is -5. So we are going to have 1 square plus -5 square, which is equal to square root of 26. And this one is going to give us 5.1 to 1 decimal place, A bus traveling at an average speed of this left a station at 8 a.m. A car later left the same station at 9 a.m. and caught up with the bus at 10 a.m., 10:45 a.m. Find the average speed of the car. So you need to sketch. So this is the distance. We don't have the distance, but the car and the bus, they are going in the same direction. But the bus began at the journey at 8:15. The car later began at 9 a.m. So they are going. The car caught up. The car later left at the station and caught up with the bus. So it caught up here, 10:45. This is where it caught up. So first we can get the distance by the bus because we have the speed, we have the time, everything we have. So distance moved by the, so the time taken for with the bus to be caught up is 10:45. You subtract the time it started, 8:15. This one will give us 32. So 2 hours, 30 minutes. But we can get the distance now. Distance is equal time times speed moved by the bus when it was caught up. So time is 2, that is 2.5 times the speed, which is 63. So that is 5/2 times 63. And this one gives us 157.5 kilometers. So here, where it was caught up, it is 155 kilometers. But you realize that the same distance it was caught, that is the same distance the car has moved. Now the distance of the car is equal to 157.5 kwa sababu ilikuwa inakimbia. Kwa hivyo wakati ilikimbia mpaka ikaifikia, kama ilifiki ili basi ilikuwa imefika hapa na imekava hii distance, si basi hapo ndio ilipatia. Kwa hivyo ilikuwa imekava the same distance. Lakini hii ilianza ilipata saa 4:45, yenyewe ilianza saa 3 kamili. So tunaweza jua the time ilichukua caught up nayo. So itakuwa 45, itakuwa 1. So it took 1 hour 45 minutes to caught up with the so we can get the speed there then. So we know speed is equal distance over time. The distance is 157.5 of the car. That's the speed of the car. Divided by the time it took, that is 1 hour. That is 4 over, this is 45. 45 over 60 is going to be 4 over what? 3 over 4. 3 over 4, yes. So this is 157.5 divided by 7 over 4. This time is 7 over 4, yes. So that this one is going to be 157.5 times 4 over 7, and this one is going to give us 90 kilometers per hour. 90 kilometers per hour. That is the speed of the car. Given that x is an acute angle and the cos x is this, find without using mathematical table or a calculator than this. So for you not to use a mathematical calculator, you must draw the what you use. So this is a right angle triangle. This is x. If this is x, this one is 90 minus x, because this is 90. 90, this and this should be 90, right? To make 180. If this is 90 and this is x, this one is x minus 90. So cos we use soka toa. So we are talking about a cos x. So cos x is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So if we have x here, cos x, adjacent of x is here. So which is adjacent here, ju, which is 2 over 5. And then, no, which is 2 root 5, because you need 2 root 5 divided by this was about divided by 5. And then the down one is 5. Is root 5. The hypotenuse is 5. Hypotenuse is this one, that is 5. Hypotenuse 5. Right? So what now we want is the tan this. So tan 90 minus x will be tan here 90. Tan will be opposite of adjacent. But we don't have adjacent yet here. So we need to get that. So how do we get that? This is hypotenuse, which is 5 square minus this square minus 2 root 5 square will give us this one. So let me call it this ABC. Will give me AB square. But this is 25 minus the square of this is 4. The square of this is going to be 5. So that is 25 minus 20 will be AB square. So 5 equal to AB square. So to get AB equal to the square root of 5, right? So from here up to here is root 5. Root 5. So by doing this, you have shown that you did not use a calculator. Now we want tan 90 minus x, which is opposite. The opposite of from here, when you are standing here, the opposite, this is the opposite, which is 2 root 5 divided by 5, and then divided by, this one in the opposite is 2, opposite from here is 2 root 5. Then we are dividing by the adjacent. Adjacent is root 5. So this one is equal to 2 root 5 divided by root 5. So root 5 and root 5 will cancel out, and the answer is going to be 2. So 27 raised to power 2 over 3 is the same as 27. 2 over 3 is the same as the cube root of 27, the cube root of 27 raised to power 2. That's what it means. And the cube root of 27 to power 2, the cube root is going to be 3. 3 square, which is equal to 9. The first one. The second one, this one is the same as 81 over 16 raised to power negative 1 over 4 is actually the same as the reciprocal 1 over 81 over 16 raised to power positive. Wakati umeweka 1 over everything, if you put 1 up there, the power becomes positive, which is 1 over 4 now. Na kwa sababu iko chini sasa, the reciprocal 1 over a number is a reciprocal of a number. So you know that 1 over a number is the reciprocal of a number. So it means 1 over this simply means, so 1 over 81 over 16 raised to power 4 simply means the reciprocal of this. The reciprocal ni kugeuza hii kuje, so itakuwa 16 over 81 raised to power 1 over 4. Power 1 over 4 means, this means the 4th root of 16 over 81. That's what it means. So the 4th root of 16 is 2. The 4th root of 81 is 3. Right? So we will have 2 over 3. And sasa finally tulikuwa na 9. The first one ilikuwa 9. So now we are going to have 9 times 2 over 3. And this one here, this here what? 3. And inakuwa nini? 6. So let me show you something here small. 25 raised to power a half. 25 raised to power a half simply means the square root of 25. That's what it means. So if I give you 25, 3 over 2. 25 raised to power 3 over 2. This one is simply the square, this is 2. Square root zinakuanga tu lakini haiwekwi. 25 and then raised to power what? Power 3. Umenipata? Yeah. So if I give you 25 raised to power 2 over 5, what it simply means is the 5th root of 25 upper 5 upper 25 and then everything squared. Sawa sawa. When you have a number like 2 over 3 raised to power negative 2 is simply the same as 1 over 2 over 3 raised to power 2 positive. So this one is actually the same as 3 over 2 raised to power 2, the reciprocal now. Kwa hivyo ukiona namba kama iko negative, the only thing unafanya weta hii ikuje juu, ikuje hii na ikue positive. Utakuwa umemaliza hiyo. A minor arc of a circle subtend an angle of 105 at the center of the circle. If the radius of the circle is 8.4, find the length of the major arc. The radius is 8.4 and this angle here is 105. This one is the minor sector. So from A here to B here, if I can label that and label here C, from here up to here is the minor arc length. Is the minor arc length. So the major length, the major arc length is this one. This one is the major sector. So the major arc length is this one up to here. And the angle here up to here is 360 minus 105, which is 255. 255. So the question is asking to find the length of the major arc. Kwa hivyo unahitajika kujua kwamba hii ni minor. The minor arc ni kutoka mpaka hii length mpaka hapa. The major arc ni hii kubwa yenye iko na angle kubwa. So then you need to know the formula. Arc length is equal to theta over 360 2 pi r, or theta over 360 pi d. Either can take you have the diameter, you can do this one, but now we have the radius, we can use this one. So our arc length, the angle subtended, theta is the angle subtended at the center. So the angle subtended by the major arc is 255. So it is 255 divided by 360 times 2 times 22 pi is 22 over 7 times our radius, which is 8.4. That's one will give us 37.4 centimeters. The arc length is in centimeters because it is a length. The gradient of a tangent to a curve is this one. Calculate the values of A and B. Calculate the values of A and B. So the gradient of this is the gradient. But remember, the gradient of a circle is given by, so the gradient of the tangent of the curve, this is the equation of the curve. So the equation of the curve is y is equal to ax cubed plus bx. So the gradient function is given by dy over dx. This is what we call the gradient function. And the dy over dx is the differentiation of this. You differentiate this one and you get, so for this one, dy is going to be 3a, hii inakuja hapa inakuwa 3, then x inabaki ikiwa square minus 1, plus b equal 1, b times 1 times b is going to be. So the gradient function is this one. That is the gradient function. 3a x square plus b. Lakini tumeambiwa the gradient function at a point this when x is 1, y 1 is negative 5, right? So it means that 3a x square plus b, the answer is 5. Negative 5. But at this point, x is equal to 1, right? So where you see x here, you substitute with 1. So we will have 3a 1 badala ya x raised to power 2 plus b minus 5. And this one is going to be 3a plus b, the answer is negative, equal to negative 5. And this one is equation 1. Tumepata equation 1. So to get equation 2, you take the equation of the curve y is equal to a x cubed plus bx. Use this point 1, 1 and substitute where x, you see the value of x, you substitute with x coordinate. Where you see y, you substitute with y coordinate. So we are going to have this equation. Y is 1 is equal to a, x is 1 raised to power 3 plus b 1. So we are going to have 1 equal to a plus b. And this is our equation 2. Now we are going to use our equation 1 and equation 2 to solve for the value of a and b. Now we have the first one as 3a plus b, which is equal to negative 5. And then a plus b, which is equal to 1. You will just eliminate b, subtract b to eliminate b. This one is 0. This one is going to be 2a is equal to negative 5 minus 1. The answer is going to be negative 6. So divide by 2, divide by 2. So a is negative 3. Now you can substitute the value of a here and get the value of b. So here negative 3 plus b, the answer is 1. So b equal to 1 plus 3. So b is equal to 4. And that is the value of a and b. A line with the gradient of negative 3 passes through these points. Find the value of k and hence express the equation of the line in the form of this and that. So we have the gradient of this line. We have 2 points, but we know gradient is equal change in y over change in x. With that one we know. So we have these 2 points whereby this is x and this is y, x and y. So we start with this change in y, 8, this 8 minus k will be divided by k minus 3. The answer is going to be negative 3, which is the gradient. So now you can put over 1 and then cross multiply. 8 minus k equal to negative 3k minus positive 9. Positive 9. This negative 3, the answer is going to be 9. You like terms together, this one goes there, this one comes here. So we are going to have 2k equal to, this one goes there. We have 9 minus that, so it's equal to 1. Right? You like terms together. So k divided by 2, so k equal to a half. So k is a half. So that means now our points will be 3, 0.5, 0.5, 8. Where it is k, you substitute. Now take 1 point. You can take 1 point. Let me take this one with the gradient, so that we get the equation of the line. So I will take 0.5, 8, and then xy, and the gradient is equal negative 3. So that now I have the equation. But I know the gradient is equal change in y over change in x. So now my point is 8, that is 8 or y minus 8 divided by x minus 0.5 or a half, minus a half or 0.5. And the answer is negative 3. What I want is the equation of the line. Close multiply, so we will have y minus 8 is equal to, this is negative 3x, and this times this is going to be positive 4.5, 4.5. 4.5. 1.5. So 0.5 times is 1.5. So like terms together, so we have y is equal to negative 3x plus 1.5 plus 8. So y equal to negative 3x plus, this is 9.5. 9.5 is the same as 9.5. And 9.5 is the same as 19 over 2. Yes, 9.5, this is 19 over 2. So I want to make this equation without fractions. So I will multiply every term by 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we will have 2y equal to negative 6x plus 19. But I was told to write it in the form of ax. So ax, this one will become positive 6x, and then followed by y. Y is here, plus 2y is equal to constant c, which is 19. And that is the equation that is required. So that a tourist arrived in Kenya with this Hong Kong dollars and they changed it to so if it's coming to Kenya, so you need to change from foreign to Kenya. Foreign to Kenya, for Kebu, you use the buying column. Kenya to foreign, you use the selling column. Kefose. For Kebu, Kefose. So for foreign to Kenya, buying. For Kenya to foreign, sell column. You know the most important. Otherwise, the other than you will do. So the total amount you will get is this times this will give us 1022,700. So while in Kenya is spent 43,879. So we subtract from the total, that is this one, minus 43,879. What remains is 618,821, and this one is Kenya shillings. Now he converts these Kenya shillings to Southern Africa rand, but now he's converting Kenya to foreign, so he's going to use the selling. So the selling, that is 12.11. So you say 1 South Africa rand equal to 12.11 Kenya shillings. What will it be? 618,821 Kenya shillings. How many rands will that be? So it is 618,821 divided by 12.11. This one will give us 100 rands. 100 rand. A small cone of height 8 centimeter is cut from a bigger cone. So we have a small cone which has been cut from a bigger cone. This is the bigger cone, the small cone, to form a frustum. Yes. The small cone is height, so the height here is 8 centimeters. Leaving the frustum, so the frustum from here up to here, the frustum is 16. If the volume of the small cone is 160, the volume of the small, this one, the volume is 160 centimeters. Find the volume of the frustum. So to get the volume of the frustum, first you need to get the volume of the bigger cone, because volume of the frustum equal volume of the big cone minus small cone, volume minus volume of a small cone. But now we are going to use the linear scale factor. Linear scale factor cube will give us volume scale factor. You need to know the similarities we learned in Form 2. So linear scale factor will give us, how do we get linear scale factor? We have the height of the frustum and the height of the, so the height of the big cone is going to be 8 plus 16, which is equal to 24, right? So 24 divided by 8, it gives us linear scale factor. Linear scale factor, 24 divided by 8 will give us, from here up to here, divided by 8 will give us linear scale factor. But we want volume scale factor, which will give us volume scale factor if we cube. So 24 over 8 cube, which is the volume scale factor, will give us the volume of the bigger cone divided by volume of the big divided by volume of the smaller, which is 160. Right? So volume of the big cone is going to be, now we multiply, square this and this one will give us 13,824 divided by 512 is equal to x, a volume of the big cone, divided by 160. So cross multiply. So x is going to be 160 times 13,824, you divide by 512. X is equal to 4320 centimeters. So the volume of the big cone is 4320 centimeters cube. That is the volume. But the volume of the frustum, like I have given the formula here, is the volume of the big cone minus the volume of the small. Now, which is 420 minus 160. So the volume of the frustum is 4160 centimeters cube. The information here, determining the mode. The mode is the number that repeats more than the others. So you can see 22 is 3 times, and there is no another number that is more than 3. So the mod is 22. To get the median, arrange these numbers in ascending order or descending order, and then find the middle one. So this number has been arranged in ascending order. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the middle is 20 and 21. Because there are 2 of them, it is now you find the average plus 21 divided by 2. So this is 41 divided by 2, and it will give us 20.5. So that is the median of that.